been scared, I never been. Anticipation of the moment, time to win. No way in, gotta slip through the back door. Make history, victories, all I ask for. Hard work, my turf, this is my court. My field, my win, yeah, it's my fault. And if I fall, I will stand up. Dust myself off, man up. I'm a beast, here to hunger in my ground. Pick yourself up if you ever fall down. Lift yourself up, it's your time right now. Greatness on the clock, check your watch right now. Hit the button, press go. Magic with the flow, presto. Meet the best unknown, cold neck on flex, let's go. Big bag, big win, get ready to rumble.
Are you ready to rumble? Are you ready to rumble? Are you ready to rumble? Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, hey. Are you ready to rumble? Are you ready to rumble? Are you ready to rumble? Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, 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 get ready. Hey, hey, get ready. Hey, hey.
Want to do an audio check?
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Do it on my end.
Shooty scores.
I'd have to turn it down a bit, but just keep an eye on that. Levels there.
Yellow's okay. Red's in danger. Which one is it?
Yours is up. Mine is up right now.
Okay. How much background noise is there going to be here?
Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to a brand new BCJALL season. We're here at the Nanaimo Ice Center, not the normal home of your Junior A Timbermen, as the Nanaimo Clippers are in a deep playoff run on their way to Alberta today. All-Island matchup and a playoff rematch from last year. We got Victoria in town, coming in with a relatively similar roster. Got to catch up with head coach Dave Bremner before the game, and only 3 graduating players for Victoria. Their hopes are high. They've added a bit of size on the back end, and they still have some potent weapons on offense. And Angus Snow is in net tonight. No Grayson Manning, as he's nursing a bit of an injury, and he won't be back for quite some time, as he is still at the University of Denver. On the other side for your Timbermen, Jay Stewart now gets the nod, as Keegan Aquino has moved on to the WLA, a stalwart in net here for Nanaimo Junior A the last few seasons, and quite a bit of roster turnover. As I got to speak with assistant coach Brad Dugan before the game, said at least 10 players have graduated from last year's team as they went on a deep run in the playoffs, ultimately losing to Victoria. And he said there's plenty of room for guys to make a name, lots of new guys on the roster that they're very excited about, and their back end has remained relatively unchanged, so they're looking to be more of a defensive stalwart team. Near capacity crowd here at the Nick. Beautiful to see for a season opener. It'll be interesting to see as the referees come on the floor now. 3 referees tonight in the new setup here in the BC Junior A. A couple new rule changes is we will be allowing pretty much all dunk goals, and you can grab the ball out of the crease as an offensive player now, mimicking the NLL rules, as we wait for the players to come onto the floor. A new era here as well for Nanaimo, as Ty Yanko takes over from Simon Stocks, who was coaching the team for the last few seasons. Yanko was an assistant coach, offensive coach last year, and he was actually on the bench last night for the Senior A Timbermen as they won 6-5 over Langley in their WLA opener. Couple players to highlight. Returners, Tyson Fontenla. Jack Wade has been known for a while now up here, and a new American addition is Ryder Goodwin, and a couple young talented players, Dio Toth and Rylan Mon from the Nanaimo Minor Lacrosse Association, making their Junior A debuts tonight. On the Victoria side, they're missing a few key players. No Ryan Lowe yet. Luca Pavetta also out, and Jet Klassen is nursing what I've been told is a foot injury, so that's a big miss on the right side there for Victoria, not having Lowe and Klassen. But speaking with Coach Bremner, he said they're looking to do it by committee this year. They lost a couple guys to the Senior A's on offense, and they're hoping that they can get some growth out of their young right core, and also a 5th-year Ben Pollock, who has played a pivotal role in these last few years for the offense on the right side. He's looking to step up into maybe the focal point on the offense. And I mean, both teams have high aspirations. Both coaches said they're here to win. They want to have a good start to the season. Both teams want to push the pace. Both teams want to stay out of the box and kind of instill their brand of play on the other team. And it'll be important for Nanaimo to get into a rhythm early with this crowd here. I mean, I don't know if I've seen it this full before for a season opener in Junior A. It's standing room only, and we are still a few minutes here from the first whistle. I am, of course, Connor Warniuk filling in for Dan Marshall, who is away with the Clippers. Couple of seasons, and in place of Grayson Manning will be Angus Snow, a familiar face for the Victoria Junior Shamrocks. First possession is going to be extremely important here. Keep the Nanaimo fans engaged and interested as Victoria is going to look to push the pace, as I mentioned in the pregame show. Victoria's already played a game at home, a 9-5 victory over Poco earlier this week. Nanaimo, this is their first test. And a lot of new faces coming to Junior A for the first time tonight. I remember my first game, and it was fun, nerve-wracking, scary, anxiety-ridden, everything in between. And just soak it all in and enjoy it and try to play your game. I mean, you're here for a reason, and do what you can do. Funny enough, Brad Dugan was my coach back in the 2013 season when I was playing up a little bit for Nanaimo. Back in the day, I guess, over a decade now. Horrifying to say that. As we have the first faceoff, it's going to be Cooper Anderson and Jack Hall for Nanaimo. Faceoff goes to Nanaimo's area. Picked up by Danny Bishop, a Victoria Esquimalt product. Coached his older brother Willie to a provincial bronze back in 2013, if I remember correctly. As Nanaimo's offense will start on a couple late trailers here as Fontenla comes over the bench. Takes the ball, swings it to the left side. Bobbled a little bit. Pass in front, doesn't go anywhere. Victoria picks it up as they look to push the pace. It's going to be Williams here, stopping up. Good chance here. And it's going to be a crease right away as Dylan Anderson had a half chance. Jay Stewart stood his ground. That ball's bobbled by Hudson Jenner, picked up by Nanaimo. It's going to be Jaden Thomas with the ball. Over to Key. Puts it down low. Coming up top is Wade across. Five on the shot clock. Jack Wade with it. Takes a shot. Swallowed up by Angus Snow as he outlets it over to Hudson Jenner. Jenner over center now. To Ollie Pemberton, who's looking to get rid of it as he gets doubled. And I'm noticing the matchup. Pollock can't get to it. Going to be Jack Hall who comes up with that loose ball as Nanaimo tries to get their offense going. It's going to be Rylan Mon, the newcomer. Lacrosse royalty, the Mon name up here in Nanaimo. O'Leary with it on the right side. Fontenla surveys across to the lefties. And that pass is tipped. No over and back, but there's 5 seconds left. And that was called over and back, even though it was off a Victoria defender. As Victoria will try to get their offense going a minute and change into this one. Look out for Carter Quested, the pink shoe assassin, number 6, the returner lefty. Grayson Thompson with it, taking over captain this year. Nanaimo with an opportunity. Gunderson shot. Tried to go 5-hole. Snow grabs it, no rebound. And breaks out again as right away as Brecken Williams, Junior B Tier 1 call up. Takes it down low in the far corner. Passes it up to Pollock. Pollock across to Thompson. Thompson over the pick. And a far shot wide by Dylan Anderson. He's looking to go far side high, and now we have an over and back Nanaimo ball. No shots on the scoreboard, but it looks like 2-0 in favor of Nanaimo. As that ball is going to start with Jaden Thomas, who puts it up top, swinged across for Fontenla. Back to Thomas, it looks like. Segodi takes a false goal! Jaden Thomas comes over that seal just above the dotted line and puts it far side low in that midsection on Angus Snow as he looks to the sky. That's exactly what Nanaimo needs with this young team to take a 1-0 lead early in this 2026 season. A little bit of pushing and shoving here on the restraining line as Wade couldn't come up with it. Now he does. Dawson Wade, younger brother of Dallas Wade and son of GM Rod Wade, cousin of Nate Wade on the senior rocks as well. The Wade family has their imprint on the Victoria Shamrocks on all levels these days. As the ball is with Fontella on the right side, looking to swing it across. Harrison couldn't quite get it across to the goal scorer, Jaden Thomas. Now Brecken Williams will come up with it. Gets to center, gives to Quested as the offense comes on. Ronan London with it now. Saunters in, waiting for the late trailer. Dylan Anderson down low, Quested. Quested across. London elects not to shoot. Newcomer Marcelo Carrero, who just arrived here a couple days ago, tries a dunk attempt and a reset. New rules this year, much like the NLL, is they're not going to be calling those back very often unless it's an obvious in the crease. As Kay comes up with it for Nanaimo, being pressured heavy by last year's first round pick, Parson Shahi. Wade's pass batted down, gets his own rebound, swings it across. Fake shot, comes down low, beats the man, shot. Nice save by Snow as Nanaimo gets the rebound. Going to be Rylan Mon coming up with it. Shifty lefty, NDSS product. Fontenla with it. Good seal, shot. Snow goes down, makes a nice save. Nanaimo gets another rebound, tries to maybe attempt a dunk there, was Jack Wade. Didn't like it, and now that ball is over and back. And Victoria will try to get something going here on the offensive side of the ball. We've had a couple opportunities, but no real scoring chances. As Kinney has it, another B1 call-up to start the season with Victoria. Thompson at the blue line. Dawson Wade with it. Up to Dylan Anderson, bobbles the pass. Pressured heavily by Hall. Grayson Thompson was sneaking on the back door, couldn't quite find him, and now 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And Alma's just going to try to muck it up. And they do. Stewart's going to come up with it. Outlet pass across to Danny Bishop. Segodi waiting for him at center. That's Carson Gunderson, the younger brother of the captain. O'Leary with it. O'Leary looking for a quick little slip pass inside, swings it across to the lefties. Gunderson, good defensive play. Up to Fontenla, shot on the second shot clock, scores! From the parking lot, Tyson Fontenla, as much as they miss Matt Bowes and Andrew Bowman, Fontenla saying, don't worry about it. Follow me, as Angus Snow is going to want that one back. Just a nothing reset shot, ended up fooling him on the stick in between the stick side and the right leg. And we got a 2-0 Nanaimo lead 5 minutes into this one. Victoria wins the faceoff. Carrero getting pressured by Bishop, sends it up. Cram's going to elect to slow things down as he had a half chance, but on his wrong side. Dawson Wade will send it across to Carrero. Sends it back to Wade. Wade across, down low, looking for Ronan London, couldn't find it. Carrero comes up with the loose ball. Carrero tries to sting it short side. Stewart says no way. Grayson Thompson pressuring heavy As Gunderson gets it over center as he's all alone on an island, being pressured by Curtis Gibo. Rylan Mon with it, coming over the top, waiting for the late man off the bench. The goal scorer, Fontenla, shot. Hit a stick in front, bouncing ball. As we have a Nanaimo player slow to get up. And I think that is Jack Wade, as his chin strap is undone. Might have took a high stick as he was cutting through the lane. And Thompson has it. Late man off the bench is Ronan London. Dylan Anderson gets a little space over the top, passes it to Thompson. Thompson fakes a shot, shoots. Nice save by Stewart. Ball's loose in the crease. Now comes out to the dotted, still no control. Hall comes up with it for Nanaimo. Outlet it up to Bourne. Bourne over center now. Back to Hall. Young will send it to Fontenla. Down low to O'Leary. Looking for Fontenla. Couldn't quite find him. Ball's loose in the crease. And it goes behind the crease as Angus Snow scoops it from the back of his net. Up to Quinn Cram. He gives it off to Carrero. Tough for Carrero just to get here just a couple nights ago and try to get in game shape right away as he takes a shot trying to go low glove on Stewart. Gets his own rebound now. Quested across to Pollock. Bobbled. Gets it back across to Quested. Quested toe drag. Shot. Scores! Carter Quested picks up right where he left off last year as the leading scorer in the regular season for the Victoria Junior A Shamrocks. So he finds a way to get his team on the board about 8 minutes into this first period. As fans still pile in to the Nick here, as it's about 2 deep up here. If you've ever been here at the Nanaimo Ice Center, it's about 2 deep standing where we are up here. As a face-off, it's going to be a violation, Nanaimo ball. Fontenla looking to pick it up. Pass it off to Key. Faking the shot, sending it over. Harrison, down low, shot! Young looking for his, Thomas looking for his second goal as he had a nice little slip inside the Victoria defense. Shahi with it now. Leaves it for London. Dylan Anderson, the late man off the bench. Gonna shoot over the stack. Hit a body, and that's a set play for Victoria as they like to muck up that just outside the dotted line and shoot over the screen as Stewart would not be able to see that shot at all. Nanaimo has to get out on top of that and work around the pick in order to stop that play, because you can get that almost every time when you have the short change. Nanaimo now. O'Leary with it, sends it down low. Fontenla up top. Thomas, 5 on the shot clock. Fontenla way outside, and he'll just do the veteran play of putting it in the corner. Nanaimo having a little bit of issue getting the ball inside the dotted line on offense, and they're settling for outside shots. A little bit of a bobble by Dane Kinney. Playing up, pass picked off. Going to be Jack Hall. Jack Hall shoots, scores! And what an individual effort by Jack Hall. As he makes it 3-1 Nanaimo. And I don't know if they've checked the scouting report or it's just luck, but they've shot a few times on the stick side underneath near that right leg, and they've had 2 of their 3 goals have gone in there so far. Is the A little technical difficulties there. It's going to be Ryder Goodwin with the ball down loose on the near side corner, picked up by Gibo. Gibo on his horse. Take it up to center floor. Now Thompson with it, back to Gibo. Gibo thinking about it, takes the shot, blocked. It's going to be James Hall this time, and a 2-on-1 opportunity. Fontella beats Pemberton off the bench, and no passes. Hall will leave it up for Gunderson. Now Thomas with it. Across to Fontenla. Fontenla gets a exact same call as we had earlier on Victoria with the moving pick there. And that's one of those ones where the goaltender was just putting the ball in the corner, and he gets called for a delay of game. The referee 2 feet away didn't want to call it, but the referee at center does. And I mean, it's just unnecessary to put it in the corner like that, because the rule is it's a quick restart. That's obviously how they've been playing for years now, but you can't put the ball in play in a scoring position with no defense. So they wouldn't have called it in inside the dotted line anyways. But now Victoria will head back to the power play with 3:42 left, 3-2 game. Pollock will start with it, across to London, down low, Carrero, London, as everyone will get a touch, down low to Anderson, Quested, Pollock, drag to Quested, back to Pollock, Pollock steps in, shot, as he feathered it at the last second down to Anderson, Anderson calling to his teammates that he has the ball, reset, Quested with it, creeping down, up to Pollock. Fake pass now to Quested, down low, Anderson, Quested, shot. Nice block right in the stick of Dio Toth. An opportunity for Young, shot, nice save by Angus Snow on the short-handed opportunity for Nanaimo. As Victoria will get their big boys back out there, London with it. Thompson now will take the top as they go lefty strong. Thompson, Seal, shot. Up high, Stewart made the save, had to jump out of the crease as the ball was loose. And now Bishop with it. Bishop fakes the pass, takes the ball low. As Victoria's doing a good job of sealing off all the passes. You know, Bishop's going to want to change it and let the Raggers come out. Thomas is just going to hang on to it. 4 left on the shot clock. Rolls it down to the near side boards. Snow will pick it up as we have 20 seconds left in this power play for Victoria. 1:55 left in this first frame. Victoria down by 1. 3-2 Nanaimo. Wade, Thompson, Wade. Skip pass. Carrero back to the short side. Another skip pass picked off. This time by James Hall. Man out of the box, we're back even. Gavin Bourne with it, drops it off to Mon. Mon working the left side, waiting for O'Leary now. And we're going to have another moving pick as Connolly draws it, gets an opportunity, looking to beat Dio. Shot, nice save, Stewart, as he bails out Fontenla on the interference call. London comes up with it behind the net. Looking for a pass in front, naked was Connolly. Just over a minute left now. Mon with it. Picked by Thomas. Thomas had Cram all over him, couldn't quite handle the pass, and now Angus Snow will come up with it inside the crease as he sends it over to Gibo on the near side. Gibo puts it back to the far side. And it's going to be Brecken Williams who stops up, drops it off for Carrero. Dylan Anderson with it now, working on Gunderson. Pollock bobbled the pass at center. Stays on side, under 10 on the shot clock now. 1:30 left on the game clock. Carrero goes down in front. Quested, nice shot. And it's going to be another penalty. On Nanaimo, as it looks like Thomas Young will go for the 2-minute back check, as Carrero was taken down just outside the dotted line. Oh no, sorry. They changed it. It's going to be Danny Bishop in the box. And no one there to pick up the ball, and Gunnarson's going to have an opportunity to shoot. And you don't see that very often. No one came to grab the ball for Victoria to start the power play, and the referee just blew it in. 10 seconds left now. Thompson. And there's going to be another penalty as Carrero was taken down. And a shot at the buzzer. There's a little bit of ornery Timbermen fans at the last second. We'll see who that penalty was on. It's the start of the second period. Comes, and it's going to be a 3-2 Victoria lead after one, or sorry, Nanaimo lead after one. But Victoria will be on the power play on a 5-on-3 for an extended amount of time to start that second frame. And pretty much a dream start, if you ask me, for Nanaimo. I mean, almost half brand new roster, bunch of B1 call-ups, and you start off with a 3-2 lead in this young season. I mean, Victoria was picking up a bit on offense there. It's going to be tough to keep that lead if they can't find a way to get inside on 5-on-5 and stay out of the box. And I'm Connor Warnick. I will rejoin you in a few minutes as we have our first intermission.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, way too fast. Way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. GPS. I got goals, I know where to go, so I never crash. Yeah. Hey, hey, way too fast. Way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas, yeah. Hey, GPS. I got goals, I know where to go, so I'll never crash. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in the end zone. Where did he go? You way too slow, homie, I been gone. I know you see, I got the wings, homie, I been flown. Me and the team going for rings, that is the end goal. Hey, I go beast mode, all around the world like Eco. I go crazy like CeeLo, can't stop me like Chico's. I'm suave like Rico, can't be mine no repo. This my home like Depot, can't deny like Vito. Hey, hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas, yeah, yeah, yeah. GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I never crash. Hey, hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas, yeah. Hey, GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I'll never crash. Hey, hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas, yeah, yeah, yeah. GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I never crash. Hey, hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas, yeah. Hey, GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I'll never crash. For the love of the game, I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the game. I do it, I do it, I do it for the love. I do it, I do it for the love of the game. I do it, I do it, I do it for the love. I do it for the love of the game. I do it, I do it, I do it for the love. When they say my name, got the fans going up. Bringing major pain, make it hard for you to stand up. They call me the people champ, you should join the fan club. All I do is work 24, no letting up. Show up in the clutch, you know I had to man up. I made them take a seat because they couldn't stand up. I do it for the love, okay, I do it for the love. I do it, I do it, I do it for the love. I do it, I do it, I do it for the love. I do it, I do it, I do it for the love. I do it, I do it, I do it. I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the game. I do it, I do it, I do it for the love. I do it, I do it for the love of the game. I do it, I do it, I do it for the love. I do it for the love of the game.
As we welcome you back into the Nanaimo Ice Center for the second period. Victoria with a minute 37, 5-on-3, down 1 goal. Don't have a shot total, but a lot of breakaways each way, and so definitely more 5-on-5 opportunities for Victoria as they found their way into the middle a bit more often and executed well with the drags and the seals on the top guy, getting guys like Quested and Dylan Anderson open. Nanaimo with a nice outside shot by Fontenla. With 1 second left on the shot clock, maybe from the blue line, if not one step in. As Hall and Bishop feel shame as they enter the box after the cheer. As Victoria will put 3 guys on offense. 2 down low is going to be Carrero, and I can't quite see the lefty on the far side. Looks like it's going to be Dylan Anderson, Grayson Thompson alone, and Cram alone as Cooper Anderson. And it looks like Hall are going to be taking this draw. Hall isolated. As Cooper Anderson will come up with it for Victoria. Thompson with it now. As Victoria will most likely elect to go 4-on-3. Oh, they will go 5-on-3 actually with no safety reserve. Anderson up top. Thompson. Down low, Carrero. Backhand pass, shot! As Victoria gets to work right away. Carter Cuesta denied on the doorstep by Jay Stewart. Nanaimo just going to do their best to kill as much time as possible, as it's going to be an almost triple situation. Harrison with it now, as it's 4-on-1, as two Nanaimo defenders hang back, and Harrison is in a position that no player wants to be, looking up and seeing no white jerseys with him, as that ball will come loose, end up with the goaltender Snow. And Victoria will descent into the Nanaimo offensive zone. Thompson, Pollock, down low, Carrero. Carrero sneaking in, across crease. Thompson, another cross crease, Carrero. Dive, nice save. Tried to go far side high on Stewart. Thompson with it now, fakes a shot, now steps in. Carrero fakes the pass, hangs onto it, back up top, Thompson. Wested gets to it as it goes off the boards. 20 left on the shot clock. Pollock sneaking down that shooter position. Thompson shot, scores! Grayson Thompson on the power play. Victoria taking advantage of that, using the full 5-on-3, as, I mean, most teams in the last dozen years have been electing to go 4-on-3 and having a safety valve, usually a D guy over center, to make sure no pass goes over and back. But Grayson Thompson illustrates why you can just send the 5 as he steps in from a pass from Ben Pollock and ties this one up, and they still have 33 seconds left on the power play. Ball comes loose. Bishop tries to get to it, being pressured by Thompson. Thompson takes a big now Quested with it. Down to Anderson. Quested, Thompson. Thompson steps in, tries a backhand pass. Good tip by Gunderson. Quested across to Pollock, up top. Quested down low. Anderson creeps up. Little room, sub pass to Carrero, and tried to sneak it short side. Thompson with it. Anderson, full 30. Carrero couldn't handle the pass, but gets it back with the one-hand scoop. Carrero gets pushed in front. Scoring opportunity was Marcelo Carrero as he tries to make an impact on the score sheet. Back to 5-on-5 as Hall gets to it for Nanaimo. Takes a stumble. Shahi tried to push him over the center line. Fontenla with it now. Harrison with it. Way outside. Shot. Nice save. No rebound by Snow as he went down in the butterfly. Now a long outlet pass. Good defensive play by Fontenla as Williams had an opportunity. Wade with it now for Victoria. Slowing things down a little bit as there's a late man off the bench. The lefty Quested with it. Seal set by Pollock. Elects to pass in front. Kinney with an opportunity. Tried to go far side glove, and Stewart made a nice save. Ball still loose. Countdown is on. Only a couple seconds left for Nanaimo to get it to center. And luckily no delay of game as he sent that down before the whistle was sent, but Victoria will regain possession. And it's going to be Cooper Anderson who runs it up. Leaves it for Thompson. Across to Anderson. Back to Carrero. Carrero shot. No shot. Anderson. Back to Thompson. Thompson making a move. Anderson, nice pick. Shot. Blocked in front. Thompson gets it back. Takes another shot. Scores! And a great individual effort by Grayson Thompson. As his shot was blocked and picked up the rebound inside the dotted line and did it all himself. And now Victoria 3 minutes and change into this second period have their first lead of the night. As in Nanaimo minor lacrosse try to get their boys back into it. Possession, it's going to be her illegal shift, it looks like, and Victoria will come up with it. Wade now sauntering in, working on Hall. Questhead with the slip pick across to Ronan London. London shoots. And Stewart didn't know that one went off him and hit the ceiling. And we'll have a reset for Victoria. Wade with it now. Wade across to Carrero. London sneaking over the top. Shot on the run. Nice save by Stewart. As Nanaimo tries to get something going here for the first time offensively in this second period. Up to Bourne at center. And that's going to be over and back for Victoria. And now an opportunity. Cram couldn't quite get to the pass right above his head as he was in alone behind the Nanaimo defenders. Anderson will slow things down as Victoria has had all the pressure in the first quarter of this second period. Dylan Anderson looking for a pass behind the net. Finds Thompson. Thompson comes up over top. Back to Anderson. Anderson tries a toe drag at the top. Mauled by 3 Nanaimo defenders, and now a shot with a reset. Ball's near on the loose. And that's going to be a through the crease call. Nanaimo will regain possession. Going to be given to the younger Gunderson. Carson. Up top, Thomas swings it to the righties. A nice seal by O'Leary. O'Leary tried a little slip at the end of that. And a shot by Mon, saved by Snow. And a long outlet pass to center is Connolly. Hall is there to reach him. Gunderson on him as well. Shot. Tried to bounce her stick. Ended up hitting the chest of Stewart. Nanaimo will regain possession and get their O guys back on the floor. Fontenla comes flying out of the bench. As he tries to will his team into another scoring opportunity. Fontenla being pressured heavily by Williams. Back up top. Thomas with it now. Thomas with 3 seconds left will just dump it in the corner. And Nanaimo's going to have to find a way to get inside that dotted line as Victoria's big defenders are just kind of playing bumper, doing a really good job of sliding and pushing guys off to the next check. As Carter Questhead will now start with it up to Ben Pollock. Pollock over the stack and rips it far side high. We talked about that in the first period, as that is a set play on the short bench where the late trailer will come off the bench. Doesn't matter if it's a righty or a lefty, and he will shoot over that 3-person stack. And you got to be quite the tall goalie to be able to see over that. And if you got a guy like Ben Pollock who is every inch of 6'5" or higher or taller, he's going to find a way, and he stung that far side high and gives Victoria a 2-goal lead. Face-off still being battled for. Bodies flying all over the place. Shahi comes up with it. Gets pushed near the Nanaimo bench. Shahi spins away from 2 guys. Now numbers here for Victoria. Shahi shoots, scores! That is now 3 in a row for Victoria. 2 in the exact same spot in about 45 seconds. As Parson Shahi, who was the #1 pick for Victoria last season coming out of Saanich Minor Lacrosse, makes his presence known for the Victoria Junior A Shamrocks. And Coach Ty Yanko is going to be having a chat with Jay Stewart. And we see this quite often as Boston McDonald gets ready to head into the net. And I saw right away that Coach Yanko brought Jay Stewart off the floor right away to have a little bit of a chat. And this is a tactic where you don't get to warm up the goalie anymore. That's been gone for about 10 years, maybe longer. But you do get a little bit of time to reset on the bench when you do a goalie swap. And we'll see if McDonald stays in there or if it's just a little mental reset for Jay Stewart, who has played pretty well considering. And Victoria, it's a bit of an onslaught right now as they get to this loose ball as well. Wade bobbles it. Ball still loose. Now Cram will come up with it with a head of steam. Connolly says, I'm open. Let's calm down a little bit. Kinney with it. Down to Carrero. Carrero back behind the net for London. London with the fake pass back out to top. Dylan Anderson didn't realize there was no time left on the clock. And that's something that Nanaimo can get a little momentum off of, and some confidence is running out the 30 on a potent Victoria offense, as they're having a tough time even getting to the blue line right now. And that ball will be sprung free. There's a little bit of a conversation being had at the Victoria blue line as that ball went loose, and a bounce pass to Carrero now. Fakes the pass, goes around the net. London, shot. That didn't hit the goaltender. And it'll be over and back as Snow couldn't quite knock it down. Harrison will have it for Nanaimo on the near side boards in the corner. Harrison up top. Kay to Fontenla. Fontenla trying to go away from Thompson. Flips it up to Kay. Shot. Nice save by Snow. Snow gets it up right away to Guibo. Guibo, no help off the bench quite yet as Kinney's the first man. Dylan Anderson. Thompson looking for a pick. Young rebukes it, and now Ronan London is going to get called for the interference off ball, and Danny Bishop will come up with it. And Nanaimo had a good look last possession, but they need to string a few more of those together if they're going to get back into this one. 3-goal lead for Victoria. Tyson Fontenla doing his thing on the right side, looking for a pick from O'Leary. Swings the ball across. Harrison looking for a streaking Nanaimo forward in the slot area. Couldn't quite find it. And now Segodi makes a nice one-hand catch. Segodi, not known for his offensive prowess, but pushing the pace, ends up losing the ball. A nice defensive play by Nanaimo. Fontenla, pressured by Shahi. Loses the ball. Ball's in the middle now. And that ball's bobbled inside the creases. There was almost a 4-second violation and just flung down all the way. Boston McDonald bobbled it now. Almost a back-in situation there on Boston McDonald, as the ball's going to be carried up the floor by Cole Prontak. And a great opportunity by O'Leary as he found his way behind the Victoria defense. And a great save by Angus Snow. Nanaimo regains possession. Shot blocked. As Victoria will slow things down, as Cram will leave it for Carter Quested. Quested with it now. Quested for Carrero, all alone, shoots, score! And it's going to be crease as Marcelo Carrero is going to have to wait a little bit longer for his first in the green and white. Now Nanaimo counterattack, shoots, and it's going to be no goal as well. To the ire of the fans here at the Nick, as they thought they brought it within 2. Chances trading back and forth, punch and counter punch. Carrero with it now, sends it across to Dylan Anderson. Anderson over the top, holds on to up top. Anderson across in the middle, an opportunity bouncer. Carrero had a chance there for his first again, as he's been snake bitten all second period. And bailed out by the post was Boston McDonald, and now Harrison with it on the left side. And we're missing a stick here. And it's going to be an offensive penalty as Tyson Fontenla grabbed a stick out of Curtis Guibault's hand and threw it about 30 feet to the far boards. Hard to argue that one, but at the end of the day, I mean, there's a lot of offhand stick grabbing that happens on every set, but not very often does it end up 30 feet away from you on the board. So pretty easy call there for the official. And now Victoria will head back to the power play with an opportunity to add to this lead, as Nanaimo was just getting a couple opportunities offensively, getting back into that rhythm that they had in that first period. Now that ball's behind the net with Quested. Quested looking for a streaking Carrero. Couldn't find him in front. And now Gunderson is going to do the veteran play and not pick it up right away and be checked by two Victoria defenders. Gunderson with it on the near side, trying to kill as much time as he can. 1:30 left on this Victoria power play. And there's confusion at the Nanaimo bench, as it would have been a too many men penalty if they played the ball. And Victoria will get an opportunity on the over and back. Anderson up to Quested. Now Thompson with it. Pollock. Carrero. Pollock. Thompson fakes the shot, gives it to Pollock. Good seal for Quested, who tried to give it back to Pollock at the last second. And that ball will go off Nanaimo into the Victoria bench, so Victoria will get a reset. Thompson with it. Playing pass and catch with Pollock. Pollock shoots, tries to go right around all the defender. Nice save by McDonald. Anderson wasn't expecting that one. Errant stick in the middle of the floor. Pollock with it now. Pass to Quested. Quested faking shooting. And hit the inside of the near side top corner post. Victoria will come up with it again. And Carrero tried a hidden ball trick, ends up with it. Now it's back at the top. Thompson behind the net. Pollock. Going to see a lot more behind the net plays this season with dunking being allowed. Carrero fakes the pass, now sends it across to Quested. Quested with the low to low, trying to beat McDonald stick side. He's been a little bit of a calming presence for Nanaimo. And Danny Bishop with a burst of speed tried to go far side on Angus Snow, short man, and now Victoria will get the ball. 15 seconds left. Carrero with it now. Just a matter of time before he finds the score sheet. Hit a post and had a goal called back already. Dawson Wade with a shot. Comes loose. Wade gets his own rebound, sends it across to London. We're all even now, 5-on-5. Back behind the net, hit a body. Ended up in the stick of McDonald, the goaltender, who says a long outlet pass ends up behind the penalty box, hitting the Nanaimo Buccaneers Junior B hockey sign. And Victoria will start their offensive as Grayson Thompson tried to do it on his own, trying to beat two-man. Ends up getting a little bit of room, sends it off to Carrero. Carrero shot blocked by, it looked like that was Ryder Goodwin. 10 left on the 30. Locking off as Victoria offensive guys go off the floor. 1 second left on the 30. Gunderson's going to get to it first. Gunderson using his speed, trying to take a little bit of offensive room as he'll head off for a change. Late man for Nanaimo is Harrison as Harrison comes on. O'Leary also coming on late. O'Leary gets it. Now it's going to be delayed penalty for Victoria as Guibault is going to go. It's going to be 2 minutes on Curtis Guibault for roughing, and now on the power play. And it looks like we are going to continue to see Boston McDonald as he's come in now. Nanaimo's first power play of the night. Gonna let everyone get a touch. Wade up top, Fontenla. Back to Wade. Down low, O'Leary. Harrison. Thomas. Fontenla. Shot, scores! I mean, you don't need to have a set play when you just do it like that. Swing it around the top and let your best shooter step in and rip one. It goes far side high on Angus Snow. And we got a 2-goal game. Now it's going to be Hall and Cooper Anderson on the draw. The draw goes to Connolly. Can't quite get a hold of it. And now Cram will get to it. Cram pushing the pace, getting over the Dawson Wade with it, looking for a pick from Quested. Finds it. No call. Ball's loose. Hits McDonald. Going to be a reset. Now it's going to be a reset for Victoria. Quested with a little bit of room. Sends it across to London. London shot blocked. Gunderson. Cross to Bourne. Bourne over center. To the younger Gunderson. Down low. Fontenla sends it over to Wade. Wade inside looking for Kay. Couldn't quite connect on the slip pick. And an opportunity for Kay as he had a step on his defender. Shaw with it now. Over the red line across to London on the near side. Back over far side is Grayson Thompson as he has had the bulk of the ball tonight on the offense for Victoria. And Ben Pollock scores as he shoots over his defender with that sidearm low glove action. And we talked to Dave Bremner before the broadcast, and he said, look for Ben Pollock this year as a fifth year, big body, smooth hands, wearing a letter this season. Look for him to be a big contributor, and he has been everything and more tonight for Victoria. Stringing together back-to-back big performances as he was on fire in Victoria and their season opener against Poco last weekend. Now Nanaimo might have an opportunity. In alone is Hall. Hall shot! And a nice save as Hall tried to go short side on Angus Snow. Snow stood his ground, kept his shoulder down, and made a nice stop. Now Victoria with numbers. London going to slow down. A little bit of room on the near side. Kinney up to London. Shooter position. Thompson. Thompson surveying. Wants to give it to Kinney. He does. Shot. As looks like Carrero ends up in the crease area of Boston McDonald. And now McDonald had to make a couple nice saves as he tries to push the pace for his Timbermen offense to get upstarted again here as it's back to a 3-goal lead for Victoria. O'Leary now coming in with some pace. Back up top to Thomas. Harrison. O'Leary. O'Leary with a little bit of room. Comes in. Shot. Nice save by Snow on the near side. As Pemberton will get that ball out to Guibo. Guibo with Hudson Jenner streaking. Guibo making a move at the dotted but electing not to shoot. Quested with it now. Quested creeping in across to Pollock. Pollock trying to get over top. Can't quite find it. Nice swim move. Shot blocked. 5 left on the 30 now. Jack Hall will get it up. Danny Bishop with it now. Young. Kind of a shot pass. And Shahi will come up with it for Victoria. Cram. Victoria very active with their defenders in transition, which was another point Dave Bremner made. Carrero back behind the net, ball loose. Pulled out of the crease. Kinney. Thompson working on Bishop. Trying to get over top, gives it to Carrero. Carrero was already going to the bench. Thompson with it now, no angle, shot, reset. Ball loose, Gunderson comes up with it for Nanaimo. Up to center is Bishop. Pemberton waiting for him. Jack Wade with it. Minute 50 left in this second period. Score is now 7-4 in favor of Victoria. As Nanaimo gets to work, Harrison with the shot, tried to go bouncer far side low. As Segodi takes down his man in front, no call. Fontana with the long shot, ends up in the throat area of Angus Snow. And Aldi Pemberton has it now for Victoria over the center line, waiting for the offense to get on board. Quested with it. Carrero off the bench. Nice block, and it's going to be Victoria possession as that hit the helmet of Jack Hall. London with it. Little juke step, tried to go low. Over to Wade, down to Quested. Quested fakes the pass, gives it to Carrero. Carrero surveying across to Wade. Shot, nice save, ball's up in play. And it's going to end up with McDonald. A long outlet pass. As Nanaimo tries to get something going here, loses the ball at center. It's going to be Connolly in on the 2-on-1. Connolly keeps, shoots, scores! And unfortunately for Boston, McDonald, he got about 85% of that, hit him in the shoulder area and ended up in the top corner. And that's a big goal for the back end of Victoria as they now double up. With 42 seconds left, it's 8-4 Victoria. As this Nanaimo crowd has gone a little bit quiet here in the later stages of this second frame, as Cooper Anderson directing traffic for the draw. Hall wins it clean, but Victoria gets to it first as Toth couldn't come up with it for Nanaimo. And that's Junior B Tier 1 call-up Brecken Williams with the ball, and he'll find his continue to do things like that. Thompson with it. In front alone as Kinney can't score. Dylan Anderson down. He took a heavy cross check as he cut through the middle. And Victoria is going to take Nanaimo is going to take a timeout with 14.7 seconds left, and you got to believe this is a goalie pull 6-on-5 situation. As Coach Ty Yanko is, it looks like Matt Bowes is already drawing up a play for the Nanaimo offense.
Substitute the court.
We will see. Looks like it's going to be O'Leary who gets the ball. Kay, Fontenla, Harrison, Thomas. And it looks like Mon will be the offensive players for Nanaimo in this last opportunity. Pressuring the ball right away is Brecken Williams. And Nanaimo's going to wait till about 8 seconds left. And they're going to go now as they do their play. A double seal looks like up top for Thomas. Thomas bobbles it. 4 seconds left. A shot. And it goes just wide as the second period ends. A great play and period by Victoria as they come out early, fast, and often. That offense very potent. A couple nice saves by Angus Snow. And down 1 heading into the second period. Leaving the second period is Victoria up by 4 now. And Nanaimo will have to make a few adjustments offensively in order to get back into this one. And we will see you again in 10 minutes for the third period.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, way too fast. Way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. GPS. I got goals, I know where to go, so I never crash. Yeah. Hey, hey, way too fast. Way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas, yeah. Hey, GPS. I got goals, I know where to go, so I never crash. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in the end zone. Where did he go? You way too slow, homie, I been gone. I know you see, I got the wings, homie, I been flown. Me and the team going for rings, that is the end goal. Hey, I go beast mode, all around the world like Eco. I go crazy like CeeLo, can't stop me like Chico's. I'm suave like Rico, can't be mine no repo. This my home like Depot, can't deny like Vito. Hey, hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas, yeah, yeah, yeah. GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I never crash. Hey, hey, way too fast. Way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas, yeah. Hey, GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I'll never crash. Hey, hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas, yeah, yeah, yeah. GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I never crash. Hey, hey, way too fast. Way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas, yeah. Hey, GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I'll never crash.
I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the game. I do it, I do it, I do it for the love. I do it, I do it for the love of the game. I do it, I do it, I do it for the love. I do it for.
Welcome back as we start our third period. Victoria with a rapid offensive burst at the start of that second frame, ending up with a 4-goal lead heading into this third frame. Victoria is going to, I think, keep pushing offensively and try to keep that pace going from the back end, ending up with a couple goals from the D side. As Nanaimo comes out, Boston, McDonald taking over for Nanaimo in between the pipes. They're going to have to find a way to score some goals and get in tight as they're being basically left to the outside with a couple nice shots from Tyson Fontenla. But if they're going to solve Angus Snow, they're going to have to get going and get inside those dirty areas, inside the dotted line, and really find a way to spring some of their more. As we start this third and final frame of the season opener for the Nanaimo Junior A Timbermen. Third period about to begin. It's going to be James Hall and Cooper Anderson. There's going to be a legal procedure on Victoria and Nanaimo ball as Dawson Wade got in there a half step too early. O'Leary starts with it, trying to get inside, couldn't quite get around the stack, and now he's pressured heavily by Connolly. Swings it across for Harrison. Harrison, the half wall, Kay with it. Okay, trying to make a move, shot. And that hit the mesh just behind the net. Victoria will start their offensive set. First one of this third period. Shahi faking like he wanted to go to the net, waiting for O-Guys to come on. Shahi's going to stay now for an offensive shift on the right side with Ronan London. Couple picks by Shahi in the middle there. Quested couldn't come up with the swing, and now a long outside shot from Ronan London, gobbled up by Boston McDonald. Sanderson at center, going to send it across for Thomas. Thomas turns into Hudson Jenner. There's a push on the back, ends up with a non-call. And that ball is going to be no 8-second violation as Jake Fikowski found a way to get over center. That ball's going to be up top. Pollock across to Carrero. Carrero slowly making his way to the center. Pollock couldn't quite handle it. Makes a move, goes down, sends it across. Dawson Wade. Dawson Wade tried to go short side stick on McDonald as he got there quick enough. Mon with it. Mon goes heavy into the end boards as he beat two Victoria defenders, and now that ball's loose, ends up in the crease. And we're going to get a first wipe here of the game as the temperature is heating up a little bit inside the Nick. Grayson Thompson will start with it inside the Victoria crease. Sends it over to London. London. Across to Dylan Anderson. Dylan Anderson comes down low at the half wall now. Up top, Carrero. Carrero dodge, shot. Loose ball ends up in the stick of Gunderson. For Nanaimo as Gunderson looking for an outlet pass. Can't quite find one yet. Now a long outlet pass, just dumps it. As there was almost no time left on the 8-second violation as Segodi now lumbers up to center. Dish it off to Thompson. Down low is Wade. Wade at the half wall. Comes over the top, sends it across to Pollock. Back to Anderson. Anderson makes a nice move, goes low, takes it behind the net. One hand little flick to Kinney. Kinney, another flick. Anderson shot. And a bouncer that hit Boston McDonald and went up out of play. So a reset for Victoria. 3 minutes gone in this third period. 4-goal lead for Victoria. Thompson surveying. Looks to his right, sends it across to Pollock. Pollock inside. Nice save. Was McDonald. Victoria ends up with the ball. One hand swing pass down below the goal line behind the net. Pollock sends it back up top. Quested with it now. Kinney steps in, fakes a shot, comes in tight. Tried to put it far side, goes wide. Thompson comes up with the rebound. As that ball comes loose. As a few players come together. Thompson with it now. And a nice shot and a nice save by Boston McDonald. And a long offensive set for Victoria there. 3 or 4 resets, and Nanaimo can't get the ball past center. Shahi with some speed. Shahi past Gunderson, shoots. Nice toe save by Boston McDonald as he's doing his part to keep Nanaimo within striking distance in this third period. Carrero still looking for his first goal. To Ronan London. London couldn't quite finish as he was spinning inside the dotted line. Young will leave it for Fontenla. Fontenla up for O'Leary. O'Leary, the speedster, down to the half wall. Jack Wade swings it over, gets it back. Wade down low. Fontenla. Fontenla 7 to shoot, comes down, shot, nice save. And Jaden Thomas couldn't quite get to it. And now Cram has an opportunity, beats his man to the net. Shot, nice defensive play by Jaden Thomas, who made up for the loose ball error that allowed Cram to get an opportunity for a break. And now Kay will come up with it over center as Victoria pressures heavily as soon as they get over the dotted line, or over the rag line. O'Leary with it now. O'Leary with a little bit of room. Sends it back up top to the left side. Harrison over top. Down for Mon. Shot! What a save by Angus Snow. As Mon sold out for that far side low shot. And Snow got there right with him. Gibo with it now. Gibo couldn't quite get a clean pass off, but it bounced to Cooper Anderson. Across to Dylan Anderson, down to Dawson Wade. Wade sends it across on a skip pass to Pollock. Pollock beats his man clean, diving. As McDonald gave him a little what for as Pollock went into the crease, and now we're going to have a reset. As Pollock had a couple words for the official as he took a couple rabbit punches from Bob. Fontenla now leaves it for O'Leary at the top. Back to Fontenla at the half wall. Swung to the left side is Harrison with it now. Harrison surveying, looking for someone to pass to. 10 on the shot clock. Harrison way out, shot. Big rebound, couldn't capitalize on it by, looked like it was Carson Gunderson. And now we're going to have another wipe inside the Victoria crease. As local sports legend Jacob Park heads out for the wiping of the crease. And Jacob helps out with all levels of Nanaimo lacrosse and hockey. And back when I was with the Timbermen in 2015 and 2017, he was a core part of our dressing room. And being a part of the broadcast team this year for the Nanaimo Clippers, Jacob is always there to greet me in his nice looking suit at the front door. Thompson with it. Pollock. Carrero fakes shooting over the stack, tries to go low. Good double team by Toth and Hall. Carrero still with it, and there's going to be a call. And Kinney stands up his man, Bishop. Carrero shoots. It goes wide on the far side. 2 seconds left on the 30. And now Nanaimo's going to go back short-handed. There's a holding, and it looks like it's going to be on Dio Toth, the son of former Nanaimo Timbermen player and coach Caleb Toth, wearing the same number 9. And going to be another wipe as this is a regular occurrence in summer ball, not playing on turf, having to constantly wipe the floor after anyone falls down in the third period. $13-19 left in the third. Still 8-4 for Victoria as they head back to the power. Little pushing and shoving between Dylan Anderson and Gunderson in between whistles. I remember my days back at Archie Browning when the Victoria Junior Shamrocks played there. And I was one of the ball boys with NLL referee and WLA referee Cameron Anderson. And we would take turns on who could wipe up more sweat in the third period as a badge of honor. And looking back on it 20-some years later, it's kind of ridiculous, but the things you did just to be around the Junior A boys. And now Victoria with an opportunity. High shot off the mask of McDonald. And that pass is picked off by Cram. And he'll dump it off to Ronan London and let this power play get back out there. Pollock. Walks in to Quested. Down low to Anderson. Back to Quested. Pollock. Across to London. London pump shot. Save. As Young took the worst of that exchange. Quested fakes the shot. Back behind the net is Dylan Anderson. Up top, Carter Quested. Back to Anderson. Anderson faking a backhand pass. Back to the top now. Quested in front for London. Scores! And a nice little feed from Carter Quested, who dragged his man just enough to open up. And Ronan London squeaks through the box of Nanaimo and scores on the power play. And we have a 5-goal lead for the Victoria Junior Shamrocks. It's going to be Hall and Dawson Wade, the 219s, facing off here on the draw. Williams with it, pushing the pace. Slows up as he's on his wrong side with reinforcements coming from Victoria. Quested with it. Kinney now in front for Quested. Backhand trying to go far side low. Couldn't quite get to it, but Quested found a way in tight. Now Kinney's shot. Tried the same thing. Same result. Now Danny Bishop with the ball. Leaves it up top for Kai Sanderson. Sanderson pressured. Couldn't quite get a pass off, and now it goes up out of play as Segodi and Mon come together. Mon got the worst of that exchange. That's a veteran player, and Segodi giving an extra chop to newcomer Rylan Mon. Now Carrero goes in front, can't quite get a shot. Nice save on Pollock. McDonald standing his ground. Anderson on the wrong side with it, gives it to Kinney. Pollock behind the net, fakes the pass. In front, Kinney couldn't quite handle it. And like I said earlier, there's going to be a lot more plays from X this season in this league. And defenses are going to have to adjust. Pollock with the no-look shot, couldn't quite get it on net as it hit a body, but yeah, that behind X in box is a brand new concept for a lot of these players. I mean, most of us growing up here in Canada never even had to really consider coming from X because there's no threat from behind the net as a scoring opportunity. And now with the new rules, I mean, you got to be able to defend all over the floor. And Victoria has taken advantage multiple times tonight, setting up behind the Nanaimo goal. Harrison, down low, Mon. Mon surveying, swings it across to Fontenla. Fontenla shot right in the shamrock crest of Angus Snow. Pemberton across to Guibo. Now to Connolly. London streaking. Gonna hold it. 10 minutes left now in this third period. 5-goal lead, Victoria. Wade wanted it, didn't shoot. Pollock. That's gonna be interference on Ronan London, his second of the game. And Toth is gonna send it up for Bishop. And Bishop's gonna get stripped at the blue line. For Victoria. Williams on the far side at the half wall. We'll leave it up top for Cram. Cram's going to stay. Williams as well. Opportunity for Carrero. Carrero tries to get past his man at the dotted. Can't quite. Thompson now. Cram. Fakes low. Comes high. Over the stack. Shot. Scores! And Quinn Cram, the rare offensive shift, comes over the seal from Grayson Thompson, and on the wrong side of the floor rips it 5-hole for a now 6-goal lead, and this crowd is stunned here at the Nick. And that's what keeps Victoria so versatile and dangerous, is a lot of guys on the back end are playing defense, not by trade, but because they there is no room up front, so they have to play defense. There's a lot of good players coming out that back gate. Shahi, another example of that, as he has the ball streaking in. Waits for London. Across to Dylan Anderson on the near side. Anderson, one hand flip behind the net for Thompson. Thompson tried to find Quested at the shoot. Scores! And the onslaught is starting as Ronan London finds a way to score his second of the frame with the long outside shot bouncer over the glove of Boston McDonald. .8:49 left in this third period. It is now a 7-goal, 11-4 lead for the Victoria Shamrocks as they keep on every loose ball tonight. Brecken Williams. Carrero still looking for his first as a Victoria Shamrock, the import. Wade. Ball's loose. Good defensive play by Hall. Thompson, cross for Kinney. And it looks like we have a player down as Hall is grabbing his calf. And we're hoping it's just a cramp. Yep. As he gets stretched out by the trainer. Looks like Aiden Houle out there. As that is some considerable pain. As Hall is still getting stretched out. As he's going to get carried off the floor. In those early season games, I mean, it's hard to get your body back in shape right away. Surprised there's not a little bit more cramping going on as these guys ramp up for a hot, hot summer here on the island. .8:10 left in the third. 11-4 Victoria. Jack Wade with it. Comes over the top, swings it across to Mon. Mon surveying up to Wade. Nice scoop by Wade on the wrong side pass. Harrison to Wade. Wade beats his man. Shot! As he takes a little bit of a shot from Angus Snow and Hudson Jenner for his troubles. Nice save by Snow on the short side. Pemberton trying to get over center. Getting directed towards the Nanaimo bench, and that ball will be flung into the center of the floor. And now Jack Hall comes up with that loose ball. Dumps it to Gunderson. Over to his younger brother, Carson. Tyson Fontenla with it now. Jaden Thomas, the game's first goal scorer, Fontenla. Fake backhand pass, 10 seconds left on the 30 in the corner now. Getting pushed by Williams. And now Williams will come up with it. Williams gets on his horse. Sends it over to Quinn Cram. Cram getting into open space, plays it back for Kinney. Kinney across to London. London now to Thompson. Thompson working on his man, Bourne. Swung across down low now as Pollock fakes the shot, sends it. And I'll say no shot on goal as Nanaimo gets a rare 30-second violation in their favor. Young with it. Down low to Jack Wade. Wade up top. Bobbled by Thomas. Mon comes up with it. He fell, still has the ball. Jack Wade now overshot. O'Leary with it. And what a save by Angus Snow. 2 back-to-back on the doorstep. As O'Leary can't buy one tonight. Shahi now over center with it for Victoria. Takes it down into the corner, leaves it for Carrero. Dawson Wade with it. Carter Quested. Jumper. Couldn't quite find the low corner. And it's going to be an over and back, as Quested couldn't get to it by just a half second. And Gunderson will come up with it for Nanaimo as he trots to center. A little flip pass across to Young, it looks like. Nope, Bishop. And that ball will come up to center. Thomas, O'Leary. O'Leary and Fontella on the right side. Swung across, hit a stick. Cram was looking the other way, still got a piece of it. Harrison has it now, gets away from his man. Shot. And that shot as well was blocked. Victoria with numbers. Over to Gibo. Gibo fakes the shot, hangs on to it. Left for Pollock, who scampers down to the right side half wall. Dumps it for Dylan Anderson, and Anderson was in the crease before the horse collar. As the referee's going to look for a wipe here. I'm not going to give him one, as the referee is just doing his best impression of a Gatorade towel. Bourne fakes the pass and gets on his horse, trying to beat Grayson Thompson to the red line. Does, and Thompson will head off, and now Bourne does a similar manner. Double team on Fontella on the near side boards. That's what happens when the O guy is second off. The D guy comes off the bench and instantly doubles, as the offensive player has not entered the zone yet. And Victoria works that to a T and ends up with the ball. Kinney now with it. Carrero with a little bit of space, trying to find the lefty streaker. And what a play by Wade. And it's in. I mean, Wade sent it over to Kinney, and it looked like and the referees confer, and it's going to be a crease, no goal. So it won't be Kinney's goal from Dawson Wade. And we do have a goalie switch, as Matthew Dennis from the Junior B Tier 1 Shamrocks comes into this game with 4. Gunderson up over center to Mon. Down low, Harrison. Late trailer off the bench is Wade and Thomas. Wade, shot. Segoti's going to get 2 for slashing, as he gave an extra one to look like Mon in front at the last second there. As we are under 4 minutes left, 3:52. Nanaimo with a 2-minute power play. Segoti off for slashing, a 7-goal lead. Goalie pulled as well. Oh, no, McDonald back in the crease for Nanaimo. And we haven't seen the likes of Ryder Goodwin out there for a while. He's been off the floor for quite some time with a shoulder look like injury, so we'll have to get an update on that for Saturday. As Nanaimo's power play goes to work, O'Leary steps in, back to Wade, swings it across, skip, back to Fontella, shot, scores! Tyson Fontella with the hat-trick goal, as he's been a bright spot for the Nanaimo offense with no... And no surprise there for Tyson Fontenla, who comes in and has a nice goal on the far side, Matthew Dennis. And if you look at the way Matthew Dennis holds his stick, he is a left-handed holder. And any of the longtime Timbermen fans will remember current Senior B goaltender and former junior Pete Dubinsky is a left-handed goaltender. Always shouting out the alumni here on the Timbermen broadcast. Not gonna lie, Pete made my job real easy in junior because I just sat on the bench and watched him play. We became good friends because we knew how it went. He played, I got him water and And Fontenla scores again, this time on the short side, and that's 4 goals for Tyson Fontenla. As Matthew Dennis is now 1 for 3 since going in about a minute and a half ago. And I understand, you know, you want to get your junior B starter some reps and you want to make sure nothing gets too crazy. You never know in this league and this sport. 4 minutes left, starting goalie. Get him out of there in a big lead. But it is quite the awkward first few minutes there in for a goaltender with 4 minutes left. You don't really know that you're going to go in. You're cold. You're out of it. And now Mon with an opportunity as he just missed on the far side. And you got to feel for Dennis a little bit. Victoria's taking the foot off the gas, and Nanaimo's had a couple opportunities. It's a hidden ball trick. Ball's going to be here with Grayson Thompson. Carter Quested now with it. Quested, shot. Looked like it might have hit the butt end. Bounces back in the crease of McDonald. McDonald outside his crease. Outlet pass. Bishop trying to get around Thompson. Long outlet. O'Leary wasn't looking for it. As McDonald comes out and Wade gets the rebound, puts it in the net. And McDonald is going to get at least 2 for that high hit on Grayson Thompson. As Grayson Thompson came inches away from getting his head completely taken off his body by the goaltender, Boston McDonald. I don't know if that's just frustration or he's trying to make a play. And we're going to see just 2 for cross-check. Going to wash out because it was a goal. 6 goals for Nanaimo, 12 goals for Victoria. As Boston McDonald doing his best nickname as far as a Timberman, trying to chop down some Victoria Shamrock players in this last minute and a half. As Nanaimo wins the draw. Gunderson with it now. Sends it down low to Mon. Harrison up top for O'Leary. Fontenla over, shot. And that one was right in the chest of Dennis as he swallowed up that rebound. Connolly up for Carrero. Thompson in front. Dylan Anderson found a way to get free. Slips, sends the ball in front. Carrero couldn't quite handle it. Prontak couldn't quite get to that one. That one out of bounds, and Nanaimo will retain possession with just over a minute, minute 5 left here in this third period. Down for Thomas. Up for Harrison. Mon across for Wade. Wade up top. Thomas. Trying to break free is Harrison. Sends it over. Wade makes a nice move underneath. Slips and can't quite get a shot off. Shahi there as an outlet. .30 seconds left now. And Victoria will just kill as much time as possible. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Wade. Thompson with it. 5 on the shot clock. 15 on the game clock. Good double team by Nanaimo. And we'll have a reset as Shahi gets to it first for Victoria. And they will just hold it out. And that'll do it for game 1 of the All-Island matchup. Victoria moves to 2-0. Nanaimo goes to 0-1 as a 12-6 final. Big games from Ben Pollock for Victoria. Quested. Dylan Anderson was sneaking in there. And a great showing by Tyson Fontenla, who tried to will his team to a comeback in the third period with 4 goals. Not the ending the sold-out crowd here at the Nick wanted, but we will be back Saturday afternoon. I think 2:30 is the time. And Victoria electing not to shake hands. And some people will see that as disrespect, but in my personal, humble opinion, junior A level, senior A level, there is no need to shake hands after a regular season game. You save it for the playoffs after a hard-fought battle. I've been in those handshake lines many a time after a regular season game, and it's very disingenuous. There's a lot more room for fireworks to happen post-game. I know this game wasn't very gritty, but that is a risky run, especially with 2 heated rivals. And Nanaimo. I would like to thank you for enjoying this game with me, filling in for Dan Marshall. And we'll be back Saturday. I think 2:30 is the start of that one. And we will see you then.